Post-war period. After the Japanese surrender to the Allies on August 15, 1945, Singapore fell into a brief state of violence and disorder. Looting and revenge killing were widespread. British, Australian, and Indian troops led by Lord Louis Mountbatten returned to Singapore to receive the formal surrender of Japanese forces in the region from General Saishiro Itagaki on behalf of General Hisaichi Terauchi on September 12, 1945. Meanwhile, Tomoyuki Yamashita was tried by a U.S. military commission for war crimes, but not for crimes committed by his troops in Malaya or Singapore. He was convicted and hanged in the Philippines on February 23, 1946. Much of the infrastructure in Singapore had been destroyed during the war, including those needed to supply utilities. A shortage of food led to malnutrition, disease, and rampant crime and violence. A series of strikes in 1947 caused massive stoppages in public transport and other services. However, by late 1947, the economy began to recover, facilitated by a growing international demand for tin and rubber. The failure of Britain to successfully defend its colony against the Japanese changed its image in the eyes of Singaporeans. British military administration ended on April 1, 1946, and Singapore became a separate crown colony. In July 1947, separate executive and legislative councils were established, and the election of 6 members of the Legislative Council was scheduled for the following year. During the 1950s, Chinese communists, with strong ties to the trade unions and Chinese schools, waged a guerrilla war against the government, leading to the Malayan Emergency. The 1954 National Service riots, Hock Lee bus riots, and Chinese middle schools riots in Singapore were all linked to these events. David Marshall, pro-independence leader of the Labour Front, won Singapore's first general election in 1955. He led a delegation to London, and Britain rejected his demand for complete self-rule. He resigned and was replaced by Lim Yew Hock in 1956, and after further negotiations, Britain agreed to grant Singapore full internal self-government for all matters except defense and foreign affairs on June 3, 1959. Days before, in the May 30, 1959 election, the People's Action Party, PP, won a landslide victory. Governor Sir William Almond Codrington Good served as the first Yang di Pertuan Negara, head of state.